guys, how's it going? Emotional Drifter here. On today's episode of Bad Teachers, I'm going to talk about one particular teacher who was an absolute fuckhead. Let's get started, shall we? This guy was without a shred of a doubt the worst teacher that I've ever had. My Batman to my Joker, if you will. He was a 40-something-year-old, four-eyed, balding chicken nugget with a hot air balloon physique. I will call him Mr. Twat. Now, Mr. Twat was the kind of guy who liked to cause trouble, and I, of course, so happened to be his biggest target. All the events chronicling Mr. Twat's assery happened during the 10th grade when I was approximately 16 years old. The first example of his assery was when he accused me of being gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just stating that I myself have always been attracted to Vagosauruses. And I was just pissed off that he would accuse me of being someone that I clearly wasn't. The reason why he did this in the first place was because I was trying to befriend this guy in class who went by the name of T-Bone, a nickname of which he came up with by combining the letters of his first and last name respectively. That was his actual nickname in high school. Yep, deadly serious. I'm not sure why this guy wanted to be named after a piece of meat that literally got sliced off the corpse of a cow and then was cooked. To each his own, I guess. Moving on. I was incredibly shy as a kid, and because of such, I sucked tremendously at making friends. Instead of walking up to someone and saying, "Hey, wanna chill at my pad and smoke a couple fatties?" like a normal person, I decided to write a letter to T-Bone and place it on his desk. And of course, Mr. Twat perceived the letter as some Brokeback Mountain shit. When in reality, all I was trying to say in the letter is, I'd be a loyal friend who would willingly take a bullet for you. The second example of his assery is when he suggested that I be sent to a mental hospital. I was severely depressed at the time, and that was his solution to my depression. Just in case I was a danger to myself or others. Okay, let me put it this way. I am one of the least threatening individuals to ever walk this planet. I have twig arms, my sister's 5'1" friend could easily hand me my own ass on a plate, and I get emotional whenever I accidentally step on a snail. They're kinda cute, okay? When you're as depressed as I was at the time, the last thing you want to hear is someone suggesting that you be put in a hospital. Instead of making things worse, he could have sat down with me and said something between the lines of, "Listen, kiddo, I know it's not easy being a teenager. Going to school, being bullied by students who have a very limited vocabulary range, hence why they only use words like faggot and pussy when addressing you, and now this whole depression ordeal. But you should know that all this is just temporary. One day, that raging storm in your head will dissipate, and you will move on with your life. You'll make awesome friends, achieve your dreams, but most importantly, your wife is going to be a dime piece." The last example of his assery was when I was in class. That class in particular was run by a teacher who I will call Mr. Snitch, a gray-haired, four-eyed douche in his 40s. I was talking a landfill of shit about Mr. Twat because he's an A+ fuck stain. Mr. Snitch, of course, heard every word. Little did I realize, Mr. Snitch and Mr. Twat were tighter than a virgin. So after class, Mr. Twat's little butt gremlin decided to inform him about what I had said. With this newly gained intel, Mr. Twat decided to confront me after class. The conversation went like this. "If you're going to say something, then say it to my face." "Yeah? Well, you deserved it. Especially after everything you put me through." "What was that?" "Nothing." "Huh, that's what I thought." If I had a chance to redo that moment again, I would have said, "Sorry, let me correct myself. What I meant to say is that you're a fat, four-eyed, balding, pancake-titted, pot-bellied pig who gets off on bullying a bunch of kids." "That's what I thought." "Big fucking man you are, trying to intimidate a shy 16-year-old autistic kid." Yes, I do in fact have autism. "And as for you, motherfucker, we wouldn't be in this awkward predicament in the first place if you kept your stupid fucking mouth shut. Now do me a favor. Crawl back into his Marianas Trench-sized ass crack and never come back out." Anyways, that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe or I'll pee in your cereal while you're not looking.